Yo, what's up with y'all boys, man? Today I got a quick little tutorial video coming for y'all. I do have another rebuild dropping soon too. I have the settings, the ideal settings for a hoopland simulation, because it's not, I wouldn't say it's rocket science, but it definitely isn't the most common knowledge in the world, but it is pretty easy once you get the hang of it. So for starters, you're always want to come to customize and click import league, because it'll take you to the Discord that they have, and click custom leagues. Now that we're in the server, you go to custom leagues, and then you can literally go through anything you want in this option. The best one, in my opinion, that I use is this one here by Andres Gali. I've been using this for a minute. They have some slip ups, but like they're independent, bro. Like I can't be mad at them for that. And for college files, which you will probably like to do for your draft, I use, well, for my videos, I use NCAA by Tony, but that kind of slows things down because it's 200 teams. I couldn't like find a lot of the locations for the links. I did find one for a good college basketball file. This one's pretty good, but I will have the links in the description with college files. I'll give you like 3 options. One is the largest one, which I wouldn't recommend using unless you're on like a super PC. And well, I wouldn't really say super PC, but on PC, because on mobile it might fry your file. 2 only 80 team college files, or like 70-80 team college files, and the most updated NBA file that gets updated often. I'm not really too knowledgeable on the Steam stuff yet, but it doesn't really seem to be something that you need to know 100% about. Like if you just use the Discord, it's been around forever. It seems to be like the easiest option in my opinion.
How may I help you?
I would like to order 100.
This part right here. So for NBA, it's always going to be 3-4-2 if you want 82 games, which you should want 82 games. Injury probability doesn't really matter to me. I usually go, because they do spam a lot of injuries throughout the season, I either go -1 depending on how I'm feeling. Simulation pace is very, very important. You can go -2, -3 depending on what year you want. I usually go -2 if I'm going to do 48 minutes. But if I'm doing 24 minutes, if I'm playing my career in it, or 32 minutes, I do +2 sim pace, because it's essentially like ×2 in a way. The 32-minute setting might mess it up. Just experiment around with this and see what you want. I usually aim for like an average of 120 points per team, which is typically what I get when I go -2 pace. And then I go like +3, +4 XP progression rate, because it is pretty slow in this game if it is just on 1. But again, it just depends on what you want. If I'm doing like a sim, I'll go only +2, because I don't want my rookies to be like crazy off the rip. But they usually do end up coming out of college like high 4 stars, like AJ DeBansa, because he's like a custom player. He comes out already starting caliber player. So like I said, we're going 48 minutes and 4 quarters. These are also some settings that I do if I'm playing the game, and I might put it on faster if I want a bit more of the challenge. Game rules, put your shooting fouls high, and I go bonus situation 6, because otherwise there won't really be that many shooting fouls. There already aren't already. Like the highest average you'll probably see is like 2 or 3 per game, which isn't, you know, ideal. And then game style, you don't have to touch this. I just leave it on simulation. I might go more in depth with this someday, but this is just what I know. Lottery teams, you don't have to touch this. Fantasy draft, you don't have to touch this. Make sure these are best of 7, of course, if you're trying to have an accurate NBA experience. 8 teams for conference, and the play-in tournament on. Now for the NCAA, it honestly depends on how many people you want in your tournament. I don't really follow college like that, but I'm pretty sure it's like 64 teams. I usually just go 41, because they do have like those preliminary games, so it makes it feel more like that. Or not preliminary, but like play-in-esque games, if that makes sense, to see who gets decided. But for the sake of the video, I guess I'll just go 32. Custom draft classes, these are also important. You can find them in the Discord as well, underneath custom draft classes. Basically anything you want is going to be under the forums tab. They have custom leagues, custom courts, logos, draft classes, and you can just go ahead and plug in a draft class here if you'd like. I have no draft classes to plug in yet. You do this after your first season, because the initial draft class will already be in the college with AJ DeBansa in them. and then you would just put 2027 in. Obviously this is 40 minutes for 20-minute halves. Here I put offensive fouls high because that's kind of how it is in college, and I put 1 and 1 free throw on because it's also like that. Foul outs 5, of course, and I like to play on real player percentage for more of a challenge with CPU speed being faster. It's completely up to you though. I go -2, sometimes -3 just to be safe because college isn't the most high scoring environment. Injury probability, I put this on -2. Unless you're Darren Peterson, nobody's really getting injured all that often, and who knows if he's actually getting injured. And you can play around with XP progression as much as you want. You don't really have to touch this because they did, I won't lie, they did do a pretty good job on these type of college files where you play like almost the exact amount of games you need to play without touching anything, which is cool. And now we're all set. You know, you can rewind if I was going too fast or just slow the video down. It's pretty simple. This is going to be, these 2 tabs pretty much are going to be the most important thing. Always remember to lower your simulation pace and up your game time if you want more realistic stats. But if you are playing my career, I cannot stress this enough, I do recommend that you play on 24 minutes or 32 minutes with +2 simulation pace. If you're playing on 32, go +1. If you're playing on 24, go +2. I feel like that should be pretty simple. Let's get into it and show you guys how all of this works. Just pick your team, whatever. And then you can just quick sim. Live sim is like if you want to watch the stats go down, but that's kind of not what we're here for. We're just here for the settings. And yeah, we're looking pretty realistic. You know, this is a nice realistic score. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say. If you have any questions, please hit me in either. I will be posting this on both TikTok and YouTube. Like, subscribe if you want more. I will definitely be dropping more rebuilds and more potentially my career videos on this game. I do really like this game, as I've been saying. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Peace.